Hello and a warm welcome to the Golden Generation with me, Daniel. It's the 8th and final part of this challenge today as we try to wrap up the title to ensure success in this challenge. We're at home to second place Boston United in a winner takes all sort of scenario, and hopefully we will be the real winners. Firstly though, since the last episode we have played one more league game against soon to be relegated Bradford Park Avenue. We won it 3-0 comfortably. Reece Turner came back in and got a hat-trick. He will start today as a result, I think. If we go to the league table, you can see we're 10 points clear with 4 games to go. It's Boston behind us, so a win guarantees us the league. A draw also guarantees us the league, because Salford wouldn't be able to catch us then. So let's get straight into it. Let's try and wrap this title up, because obviously if we lose, this might be a slightly longer episode. So we are the favourites to beat them. You can see Boston are in amazing form to get themselves up in second and giving them a chance. They've won 5 on the bounce in the league. We've only won 2 of our last 5. We've been really inconsistent and we've struggled against any team with any sort of quality. So the team for today is Alan Thompson in goal. The back 4 is Harris, Tyler, Jackson and Jordan. Scott's in the holding role with Hargreaves and De Freitas on the wings. And Ross Douglas is in behind Dale and Turner up front. We've dropped Duffus down to the bench alongside fellow loan signing Jordan Sinnott, as well as Duxbury, Warburton and Stevenson. Hopefully we won't need them, we'll win the game comfortably, we can pick up the title and say we've succeeded in this challenge. Remember, this Golden Generation challenge, you can't win anything with kids, means you've got to win something. We have to win a trophy and this is the only one we can win now. We're very much in pole position and I'll be surprised if we don't anyway, to be honest, because it's very unlikely that they'll win all their games. But Boston's form is just starting to concern us for that. But Douglas tries to put an early ball through and it's been hoofed away for a throw. We've got the early ascendancy, but we've got to make the most of it. We've seen so often that we've started well and then just started to crumble as soon as the opposition play long balls over the top. They're playing a 4-4-2, which we're normally okay against. And we've got Tyler back alongside Jackson, so we are back to full strength at the back. We're actually at full strength across the board, actually, which makes a change for the last couple of months. It's shown that we really haven't got a strong squad and that Stockport's normal squad wouldn't win the title behind these 7 Golden Generation players. Because that's what we've got after that, essentially. Here they come, Boston's first attack of the match. It's Clifton, knocks it into Thompson. He's got to get the crossing. There's 2 in there and they're 1-0 up. It's all going wrong and it's exactly as we said it would be about 20 minutes ago. We said wait until they start hitting the long ball and getting in behind, and there they go. It could be a nervy finish to get across the line here, and I feel the way we're playing at the moment we could be relying on other teams because we haven't looked like winning games against anyone outside the bottom 3. It's coming up to half time now, we haven't had another chance. That was Boston's only shot on target in the game, but they've taken it and that's the difference. De Freitas has the ball, can we nick one on the stroke of half time? Finds Dale, can he get the ball across for Turner? There we go, on a stroke of half time. The front 2 that have been so good for us this year have probably just about guaranteed us the title as our Stockport fans celebrate with their San Marino flags in the background as normal. You can't just stick a badge on it and say it's a Stockport flag. But it is half time, it's 1-1, we'll get straight into the second half. Hopefully that goal will give us a boost confidence wise. But straight away they've gone for the 1 long ball over, but this time we've got Tyler in defence who can get rid of it. They've got another goal kick, whose attack will this lead to? Headed away by Jordan, finds Ross Douglas, I always call him Reece Douglas, I've done it on at least 3 or 4 episodes. Hargreaves has got it on the right, he's trying to get the ball in behind, finds the one up to Dale, it's lost out in the air but it's fallen for De Freitas, across for Turner. I thought he was offside but nothing was given and we've nicked it 2-1 and we are going to win the title today surely. Remember we've only got a draw, so a win putting us in a winning position with half an hour to go will be fine. We can't let in 2 from here surely. We'll come and make some changes in a minute as we pass the hour mark. Some of those youngsters are looking a bit complacent now, you can see. And we're going to do that now. Actually, you know I'm superstitious. I'll wait for the attack. Every time I make a change in the middle of an attack, there's a goal. And I know there's still some even when I don't, but it just seems to happen too often. Here's Hemmings on the left. Cuts it back to the edge to Clifton. And he's hit the bar. But it's been cleared away by Tyler. And Hargreaves will bring it forward. Long ball over, but no one's there. Here they come forward again with Thompson down the middle. Jordan wins it back brilliantly for De Freitas. Jordan again to Scott. Douglas on the halfway line. Turns, big ball over for Turner. This could wrap it up for sure. Oh, it's tipped wide. Great effort and great football. Let's get some subs on. Douglas has had a poor game. We'll bring Sinnott on for him. Dale's not had the best of games, so Duffus can come on as a target man. Hopefully he'll hold the ball up a bit. And Jordan at left back's not had a good game either and is struggling with fitness, so Duxbury will come on for him. I think Duxbury might have been the club captain before all of this, so hopefully he will be able to put a bit of leadership on the pitch at the back in particular. Although we've got these 7 Golden Generation players and it's clearly made us a better team, the one thing we have struggled with is leadership. When we've let in goals, we've tend to collapse, and we've had a few, 3 or 4 games on the bounce where we've not been able to win. Bayliss gets it in behind for Thompson, and Alan Thompson, our keeper, makes a fantastic save. You can see the ground still half empty, but for the National League North, this is a cracking attendance. I've always had a I'll say that again. I've always had a soft spot for Stockport ever since I was young, just because they were a good football league club. I remember playing against them with Luton a few times, and they just collapsed. And the fans are the ones who suffer for the irregularities off the pitch, as always, similar to what happened at Luton. And obviously they're the only other team called the Hatters. Turner's in again, but it's been tipped wide by Watkins. We've got a corner, and if we can nick a third here, I'll start to relax and think about picking up the trophy. Cross is headed away, but Turner's chased it down. Can we build an attack again? Out to Hargreaves. Hargreaves to Scott. Jackson, and it's cleared away. Highlight ends. 10 minutes to go, and it's just a case of holding on now. We might go more defensive towards the end. Duffus flicks on for Turner. We won't need to if he scores, but it's just wide of the post. It's a good effort, and the front two linking up well again there. But surely it's going to be enough now. We're not going to let in 2 goals from here. I'd be so mad if we did that. Hargreaves on the right. Ball in for Duffus. Oh, he's missed another chance. He's been a good hold-up play, Duffus, but he's really not taking his chances. I think he's only scored 2 goals since he's been here. Thompson with the big long clearance. Duffus loses out this time. Thompson puts it in behind. Jackson heads away well. But it is still Boston coming forward here. Are they going to give a nervy finish for us? They're not, because Duxbury clears long and Turner's there on the right. He gets the ball across, but it's cleared away. But it's only fallen straight to Tyler at centre half. Duffus flicks on Turner. Can he wrap it up in style? We can't. It's tipped wide again. As it says, Boston withstanding heavy pressure. That's the way we want to be finishing this game. De Freitas back to the edge to Hargreaves. Andy Scott on the edge again. Can he just keep possession for Hargreaves? He does. Sinnott loses out in the air, but it's only going to fall to De Freitas. Jackson again. We're building nicely here. Sinnott's lost out. He's been a really disappointing signing for us. Duxbury gets the ball at the back, and with 30 seconds left, we can start to celebrate here. The fans should be on their feet, hopefully, as we're finally going to get this great club back to the conference. One step away from the Football League where it deserves to be. Turner won the flick on, but he was offside, and that is going to be that. We're just waiting for the whistle now. It was a really good game, end-to-end stuff. We dominated towards the end, and we've picked up the title with a 2-1 win. We've done what we needed to do. We've got an unassailable lead now, despite Salford winning that game, and we are going to win the Vanarama National League North. You can see there we've clinched the title. We don't need to worry about the budgets for next year because we're not going to be carrying on. But 215,000 in the conference, you definitely fancy a chance of taking this team up again. The board are happy with us, which is particularly important, and Turner was the man who sealed the deal with a brace in that game to win us the match. I know we're 3 games from the end of the season, but we've seen everything we needed to see now. We've succeeded in this challenge. We're going to go and do a little review of what we've seen from these players. If we put them in selection info order, we're going to look at the appearances first, going down in order. Oh, I think it was already there. So top of the list, obviously, Alan Thompson, the goalkeeper. Played all bar 1 game this season, I think, in the end. You can see the appearance makers. All of the 7 bar Douglas were the top 6 appearance makers of the season. Turner and Tyler were just behind those 6, with Douglas in 9th place, just because he went on international duty 4 times during the year and was also pretty poor fitness-wise. We've had other key men such as Jackson and De Freitas there. So let's go and look at the goals and assists and average rating. In terms of goals, Turner got 45 for the season in 45 starts. Andrew Dale not far behind on 38, and Douglas also in double figures with 11. The assists were remarkable. De Freitas, who came in partway through the season, missed the first 10 sort of games, got 24 assists. Hargreaves with 16, Dale with 14, and Douglas with 11, all in double figures. Andy Scott also got 5 as well from the holding midfield role. And the average rating's fantastic. We're going to ignore Minahan, who played 1 game. We've got Hargreaves top with 7.49, closely followed by Turner, De Freitas, and then Andrew Dale. Ross Douglas is up there near the top as well, and Scott's also above us 7. The last thing we'll do, as it is the Golden Generation save, we'll go and have a look at the 7 youngsters. So Alan Thompson, not really much improvement from any of the players off the pitch, but he's been a really star performer for us, and we're more than happy with him. He's made us so solid at the back. We also had Jimmy Jordan at left back. Again, fitness-wise has improved slightly during the season, but is a really good player at this level. Dave Harris, ever dependable, and nearly a 7 rating as a fullback's remarkable on this game, as I'm sure those of you who play it regularly will know. We also had Andy Scott in the holding role above a 7. It's the first time I've played a diamond like that since FM18 with Luton when I could sign Chinese legend Latai. So it's the first time I've played it for over a decade and I'm really happy with how it's worked out. This man seems to be one of the best out of them, 4.5 star ability, and he has been improving a bit off the pitch as well. Will Hargreaves on the right of midfield, obviously the highest average rating for the season. He's actually declined a bit as it's gone on in his contract's out this season, which is a bit weird because none of the others are. But obviously if we were carrying on, we would renew that. If you want to check out how any of these were at the start of the season, if you go back to episode 1, you can pause both and look as you need to. We've got Ross Douglas in the attacking midfield role, also struggling attribute-wise. He's been playing when he's tired so many times, but has been a really good force for us in the attacking midfield role. And finally, 38 goal Andrew Dale has improved slightly, is already a League 1, League 2 standard striker, 4-star ability, hasn't had too many of those injury worries that we'd feared about, and has been an absolute star for us alongside Turner up front. But that will be all from this episode, and in fact this save. If we finish on the competition screen just so we can see that we're the champions. We've wrapped it up with 3 games to spare. Despite our disappointment in episode 6 and 7, losing in the FA Trophy semi-final to York, who were obviously finishing below us in the league this season, we have still achieved our main aim of winning a trophy. We've proved you can win something with kids, and we're taking Stockport on their first step back up to where they belong. Subscribe to the channel for regular Football Manager content with our head coach series from Monday to Thursday at 4:30 PM, taking us through until when Football Manager 19 comes out, where we'll be back to 6 episodes a week instead of 4. If you enjoyed the episode, please put a thumbs up on the video. A massive thanks for watching again, and we'll see you tomorrow for the head coach.